Hello, this is FASTECH. Prior to the detailed product description, let me briefly introduce the FASTECH EtherCAT product line. Here is a brand called EZ-Servo. EZ-Servo is a closed-loop stepping system product line. And there is a brand called EZ-Step. EZ-Step is an open-loop micro-stepping system product line. Lastly, the brand EZ-IO is an I/O module product line, including digital I/O module, analog I/O module, and counter module. So, FASTECH EtherCAT product line has the EZ-Servo brand of the closed-loop stepping system, the EZ-Step brand of the open-loop micro-stepping system, and the EZ-IO brand of the I/O module. Let's take a look at each product brand one by one. First, EZ-Servo brand. EZ-Servo brand has 5 products, including EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT, a standard type of closed-loop stepping system, EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT Mini, a mini drive type, the 4-axis drive type EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT 4X, and the 8-axis drive type EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT 8X. And EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT All, an all-in-one type that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive and EtherCAT network. Next, EZ-Step brand. EZ-Step brand has 3 products, including EZ-Step 2 EtherCAT, a standard type of open-loop micro-stepping system, EZ-Step 2 EtherCAT Mini, a mini drive type, and EZ-Step 2 EtherCAT 4X, a 4-axis drive type. Finally, EZ-IO brand. EZ-IO brand has 3 products including digital I/O module, analog I/O module, and counter module. So, FASTECH has a total of 11 EtherCAT products. Since there are various types of products, FASTECH can provide EtherCAT total solutions. Among 11 types of products, I'd like to introduce the all-in-one type that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive and EtherCAT network, EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT All. First of all, I will explain the combination model name of EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT All product. In the example model name, EC means the product using the EtherCAT network, and All means an all-in-one product that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive and EtherCAT network. 56 means 56 mm motor flange size, and L means motor length. A means a product with 10,000 ppr encoder applied. BK means that a brake is attached on the motor, and PN05 means that a planetary gearbox is attached on the motor. You can select the motor from a NEMA 17, 42 mm size motor to a NEMA 34, 86 mm size motor. The length you can select depends on the motor size. The encoder resolution can also be selected as shown in the table. R means RJ45 connector type. There are 2 types of connectors, M connector and RJ45 connector. Gearbox and brake specifications are also available. Gearboxes are planetary gearboxes, and gear ratio can be selected as shown in the table. The brake is a non-excitation type that activates when the power goes off. For example, you can use it to prevent the Z-axis load from falling. Please refer to the catalog for details. Now let's check the features of EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT All products. EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT All is an EtherCAT-based closed-loop stepping system product. EZ-Servo 2 EtherCAT All is an all-in-one product that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive, and EtherCAT network. Since the drive is attached to the motor, there is no need to wire the motor and encoder cable, and there is no need for a separate control box for installing the drive. Space saving and less wiring can reduce cost. Actual examples will be explained later. It supports CIA402 drive profile, a standard profile for drive motion control. It supports CSP mode that controls the position of the slave, by receiving the target position from the master every cycle. And profile position mode, which is a general point-to-point movement command, and homing mode, which is an origin search command. Also, the minimum cycle time is 0.25 milliseconds. The cycle time is the time required for communication between the master and the slave. And the minimum cycle time is the time it takes for the slave to receive, process, and respond to a packet. In general, the minimum cycle time of stepping motor drives on the market is 0.5 milliseconds, but FASTECH's product has a shorter minimum cycle time of 0.25 milliseconds. Then, why is the minimum cycle time important? For example, in synchronous control, if the cycle time is short, smooth and high precision control is possible, but if the cycle time is long, smooth operation is not possible. Depending on the requirements of the machine, stepping motors and servo motors are often used together. In this case, the cycle time should be used in accordance with the longer one. For example, even if the minimum cycle time of the master and the servo drive is 0.25 milliseconds. If the cycle time of the step drive is 0.5 milliseconds, the minimum cycle time should be 0.5 milliseconds. Therefore, many companies are trying to reduce the minimum cycle time for high-precision motion control. Next, Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All is compatible with various EtherCAT master controllers. These are FASTECH's EtherCAT products listed on the EtherCAT Technology Group, the world's largest EtherCAT organization. If you access the official site of ETG with this address and search FASTECH, you can see that FASTECH's 4 types of EtherCAT slave products are on the list. The rest of the EtherCAT products will be updated in the future. ETG, the Worldwide EtherCAT Association, was founded in Germany by Beckhoff, the creator of EtherCAT. FASTECH has received compatibility verification at ETC, the EtherCAT Test Center, which is an affiliate of ETG, and verifies the compatibility of EtherCAT products. Currently, only Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT, the standard type product, has received official compatibility certification, but the functions based on this compatibility certification have been applied to Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All product. As you checked before, although FASTECH EtherCAT product has completed the compatibility verification and received the official certification, it doesn't prove the compatibility with each manufacturer's EtherCAT master. Thus, in cooperation with FASTECH and the major EtherCAT master companies, compatibility verification between master and slave based on CIA402, a standard profile for EtherCAT drive motion control, has been completed, which is a distinctive feature of FASTECH EtherCAT products. By the compatibility test with each master company, the connection method and the operation of the EtherCAT function with various masters were verified. The verification results I mentioned before are summarized in a table. These are conformance test reports and connection manuals for each master. The demonstration of FASTECH EtherCAT products was delivered to each master company, and the master company directly conducted the conformance test. In the case of the conformance test report, it was written after verifying the normal operation of Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT based on CIA402 with each master. The connection manual contains the ESI file registration method, and master and slave connection method. First, Here's the example of the actual conformance test report. This is a report written after testing the FASTECH EtherCAT slave by a master company called Trio Motion Technology in the UK. Each evaluation item applied to the test was taken directly from the CIA 402 drive profile, which is a standard profile for drive motion control. For example, if you look at this part, you can check the test items for drive status control, operation enable, operation disable and error codes of CIA 402 drive profile. Tests were conducted for each evaluation item, and this is the result. Therefore, if this conformance test report is delivered to customers using the Trio Master, they can use FASTECH EtherCAT products without worrying about compatibility. If you need these compatibility test reports, please contact FASTECH Customer Center with this phone number, or sales@fastech-motions.com and we will send you the report. Next, let's look at the connection manual example. This is the connection manual for MC4N, the EtherCAT master of Trio and FASTECH EtherCAT slave. The connection manual contains the ESI file registration method, and master and slave connection method. If you set the connection according to this manual, you can connect the master and slave easily and without problems, and without reading the connection manual of the master. And, EtherCAT connection manual with each master can be downloaded from FASTECH website. If you access the following address and place the mouse pointer on the Downloads tab of the home page, an item called Quick Download appears. Click on the item to display a list of products. Click the Network Manual button of the EZ-Servo2 EtherCAT All product among the products in the list to download the connection manual for each master. The manual of Trio's MC4N master, which I said as an example earlier, can also be downloaded here. You can also download the same manual by clicking the Network Manual button of other EtherCAT products. Also, a high-resolution encoder is attached to enable precise position control. It depends on the motor size, but up to 20,000 ppr resolution encoders can be used. Due to the characteristic of the stepping motor, it does not require a separate gain tuning, which can reduce maintenance effort. For example, you can just power on the motor and operate it without gain tuning. Since the holding torque is large, there is no vibration after stopping compared to the servo. In general, when controlling a stepping motor, motor heat is a problem because the maximum current flows regardless of the load, but since EZ-Servo controls the current according to the load like a servo, it can relatively suppress heat generation compared to the conventional stepping motors. We have looked at the features of EZ-Servo2 EtherCAT All until now. From now on, I will introduce examples of space, wiring, and cost reduction by integrating a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive, and EtherCAT network, which is the most distinctive feature of EZ-Servo2 EtherCAT All. The first demonstration consists of 3 axes of EZ-Servo2 EtherCAT All and 1 axis of EZ-Servo2 EtherCAT Mini to control the Delta robot from Aegis, Germany. The product names used in this demonstration are as follows. As mentioned before, EZ-Servo2 EtherCAT All is an all-in-one type product that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive, and EtherCAT network, and it supports 2 types of connectors, M connector and RJ45 connector. The resolution of the encoder applied to this demonstration is 10,000 ppr, and you can select the resolution up to 20,000 ppr. Since it is an all-in-one type product that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive and EtherCAT network. It does not require a separate space for the drive, which saves space. In addition, there is no need for a motor cable or an encoder cable, which saves wiring. The Delta robot of Aegis has a short pitch motion due to its belt pulley structure. It is the characteristic of the stepping motor that generates the maximum torque when stopped, so you can control the Delta robot without a gearbox. Thus, you can directly install the robot to the motor shaft. If you look at the actual motion of the motor, it is operated under the short pitch motion to move the Delta robot, due to the Delta robot's mechanical structure. A stepping motor is optimal for such short pitch motion. The next demonstration uses Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All to control a 4-axis cantilever robot of FASTECH, Germany. The product names used in this demonstration are as follows. Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All is applied to 2 of the 4 axes. Since it is an all-in-one type product that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive, and EtherCAT network, there is no need for a motor cable or an encoder cable, and only needs a power cable and a network cable, which saves the wiring. Also, it does not require a separate space for the drive, making it ideal for these small Cartesian robots. Finally, with a 7-axis robot as an example, I will explain space saving, reduced wiring, and cost reduction by Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All. In general, to operate 7 motors attached to a robot, it requires 7 motor cables and 7 encoder cables. A total of 14 cables have to be connected to the drives installed in the control box, so wiring is not easy. In addition, a separate control box for the drive is required, taking up space. If you replace motors and drives to Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All, an all-in-one type product that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive and EtherCAT network, an Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT Mini, a mini drive type product, you can reduce wiring and save space. The product names used in this demonstration are as follows. There is no need to wire a motor and an encoder because Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All, an all-in-one type product that combines a motor, a high-resolution encoder, a drive, and EtherCAT network, is applied to 5 out of 7 axes. In addition, Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT Mini is applied to 2 of the 7 axes, for the hollow axis and the gripper axis. Because the mini drive is small and lightweight, it can be installed directly on the robot body. In other words, because the distance between the motor and the drive is very close, the motor and the encoder wires would be very short, too. Therefore, when all-in-one motor drives and mini drives are used, a separate control box is not required, and only one EtherCAT network cable from the EtherCAT master and 24-volt power cables are actually wired. In conclusion, since the cable wiring is reduced, there is a great effect of reducing the cost and preventing malfunction due to wiring. For reference, recently, the size of smartphone-related machine is small and the number of motors used is large, so wiring and space are becoming more important. I have introduced Easy Servo 2 EtherCAT All until now.